I am really, really impressed with Manchester United. Ruud van Nistelrooy. I mean, an attacking coach, not just an attacking coach, but someone who really deals with more of attacking free-flowing football, but always aimed at scoring, making your attackers work for you.
You know, he was one of hell of an attacker back in the day, even for Manchester United, for Real Madrid. That's just his he knows how to score.
Okay, I know in Champions League.
He didn't win it.
I know in Champions League. Waiting
Did
there.
Ronaldo, Delima win it.
Okay, don't be bad. Waiting the guy coming from.
He's a Manchester United legend. He won Premier League multiple times, bro. As a Manchester United player.
Because as far as I'm concerned, when Erik ten Hag was still at Manchester United, keyword was because the guy don't come out rich.
Yes, man.
The guy don't come out. He know if he come back actually, he no come out already. Imagine the guy they carry wash record. They be like say wash record now. It's in the resume. You know carry on the work. They go like this. Imagine how you go concede 8 goals the previous season. You never even reach that stage. But that is you don't concede 10 already. Waiting day, football lovers. Welcome to Football Bants, your number one podcast. We go scatter ground with football gist. I am your host Somachi, and with me is Manchester United supporter, the one, the only.
Kachina, normally football is red. I say this, I believe it. You know, you watched us over the weekend on Wednesday. We scored 5 goals. We defended
for the first time in a very long time, actually.
Yes, you saw what happened. Yes, that's what happens actually when you kick someone like Erik ten Hag out. It's been coming. It was very necessary. One loss, one win. I mean,
like over 8 games. I'd be nice if it be like saying na 10 a big guy.
Ten Hag, I mean, no more. Difficult guy. Even when you hear him speak English, you know.
I sure say they carry at least during that Ten Hag time. Now this past few games, now if they carry all the Man U players join together, you feel that to take dog on or super they draw normally. You understand?
Better pass that one guy. We need to even draw games, guy. They actually lose games on that guy. Anyhow. Yeah, I tried. 2 trophies in 2 years. According to him, it's not easy.
Yeah, but then the win percentage is something to. In fact,
he started off well, actually, in my own opinion, but he just could not replicate that first season, whatever it was, I guess.
Yeah, the guy, there's no problem at all. There's no problem. So, guys, we're here to give you the strategies, the tactics, bro, the passion, the drama. Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, name it, bro. Premier League, the Liga, whatsoever it is, but we are here to give you everything concerning football. Guys, let us dive in. Bro, I'm impressed with Manchester United. I will not lie to you. That Ruud van Nistelrooy, I mean, an attacking coach, not just an attacking coach, but someone who really deals with more of attacking free-flowing football, but always aimed at scoring, making your attackers work for you.
You know, he was one of hell of an attacker back in the day, even for Manchester United, for Real Madrid. That's just his MO. He knows how to score goals.
Okay, I know in Champions League.
He didn't win it.
I know in Champions League.
Did Ronaldo, Delima win it?
Okay, don't be bad. Waiting the guy coming from.
He's a Manchester United legend. He won Premier League multiple times, bro. As a Manchester United player. Name one of your players or one of your strikers that was actually half as good as him. Name one. I need just one. I say half as good.
Drogba. I'd give you the Drogba.
Okay.
I'd give you the Drogba in 95 game season. I mean, we had. I mean, Chelsea had that in their resume.
Sure.
Bro, they have that in their resume, and that is you bringing half-baked players to come and play that, and then have the record. Alex Ferguson doesn't even have that safe.
Well, Drogba isn't coaching and Drogba is not giving.
I mean, Alex Ferguson actually doesn't have that in his resume.
Well, Drogba.
I mean, winning the Premier League with what? It's over 80 points, or maybe winning to 75 points.
And
that's
Ferguson. Multiple times. So
I mean, that's Ferguson. Now no concern Chelsea fans.
You know how many times you'd have needed like 15 more points to win more titles? You can go and carry from the 95 points season and add it to the rest. Bro, now you're here chatting. See, Ruud van Nistelrooy, you watch the game. Yeah. He has infused his own style of play as a footballer into at least our front line. The defending was actually shambolic, if you ask me.
Yes, that's very true. Because
I believe the goalkeeper should have.
He's a younger version. He's a younger version now.
Yes, I know that, but that's why even he himself highlights the fact that he might still need to learn under someone, which is Ruben Amorim.
You're right, though, because you see, I believe when Ruben Amorim comes in, there's this dynamic I believe he will bring in as far as attacking and midfield play is concerned. Because as far as I'm concerned, when Erik ten Hag was still at Manchester United, keyword was because the guy don't come out rich.
Yes,
the guy don't come out. He know if he come back actually, he don't come out already. Imagine the guy they carry wash record. They be like say What's record now? 18 day in resume. You not carry on the work out, you go like this.
And
Imagine how you go concede 8 goals the previous season. You never even reach that stage. But that says you don't concede 10 already. Who does that?
You know, this time when I stopped there, actually like look forward to the future with that guy. And the day when I see my club drop 7, oh God, I was so shocked. 7-0 against Liverpool.
They pack all the goals. They pack everything. And the second half, now they pack everything.
We were fresh off a trophy, and this man just
took 7 in. That is for a Manchester United team that were in form, and Liverpool were not even in form. And they were able to just pack 7. Just pack 7 goals. Just choke them.
Well, I wish him well, actually, for the future. The 2 trophies, well, it might be forgotten, but some people will not actually forget.
I disagree with you. Ten Hag, I believe, would have been a decent coach. I believe. But the Manchester United job and the media presence around Manchester United has a way of making a manager just fold. Because, guy, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the manager that had the best record since Ferguson left was Mourinho.
Yes.
Mourinho, but I don't know, somehow, he always says that my work, whenever I leave, is always betrayed because there are players that will not like him staying because of his style, of his way of doing things, his style of play. Someone says Pep is a result getter. Pep is wonderful at tactics. He knows how to play his passes through and everything. And then there's Mourinho that always wants to get the result. He's on his, at the end of this game, I should be winning 2-0. I should be winning 3-0. I should be winning 3-1. In fact, he's the kind of coach that will give you correct score before the game even starts.
Yes.
He tells you that no matter what happens, this is the number of goals that should let in. This number of goals that should not come into this post at all. And if you check it when he comes to his crucial stages, he always makes sure that is what happens most times.
Yeah, truly.
I'm telling you, that is Jose Mourinho for you.
But speaking of Manchester United, there is still a lot to do. There is actually still a lot to do. We have seen the standard of football top teams play these days. You see how Carlo Ancelotti goes around. You've seen what Hansi Flick is doing at Barcelona.
Yes, wonderful work.
You see that is not just an overnight something. He has been doing that consistently throughout his career, and didn't just come into Barcelona, just showing them a glimpse. And you saw what he did to Real Madrid.
Yes, that's true. They whitewashed Real Madrid, bro. I don't expect them. I don't feel like you guys. I don't expect
Real Madrid trying to look forward to the future, the Ballon d'Or and everything for Vinicius Jr.
Yes.
Everybody believes and everybody thinks he should have gotten it.
Yeah, that's very.
I believe he should have gotten it. But you know how all these awards go.
Yeah, I believe it's only what you can win for a team that you can actually bring everything.
I really disagree. They just went there and did whatever they felt best. If you ask me.
Speaking of being the best, I mean, it's as if Man City are missing Rodri already.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they went out to a Tottenham team that should have been 4 goals up in the first half.
Absolutely, yes.
I mean, and that game should have ended 6-1 thereabout because Manchester City were not even seeing much of the ball to play. It was a situation where you had Timo Werner. Imagine Timo Werner, bro. Timo Werner was actually rocking Manchester City's defense.
Werner is a decent player.
I mean, I know he's pacey and everything, but that guy misses more chances than... I don't understand. He misses a lot of chances, bro.
Yeah.
For someone that actually has more chances missed than his goals actually scored in his career, bro, that is wild, actually.
But the Manchester City issue thing, I believe, is they have this sort of injury crisis going on right now.
But for a coach, I would disagree with you on this.
No,
you know why I would disagree with you?
But these are key players. You don't just call injuries to players just injuries. You look at how vital this player is. The Matheus Nunes they lost, that was the replacement for both this guy Doku and one of the other wingers, I think Foden also.
No, but Foden is okay. Foden played the last game. Foden played the last game. Nobody's putting the fact that Phil Foden actually is on a goal drought. Game in, game out. He's just thinking, bro. He's not actually playing well these days.
De Bruyne too is not fit.
De Bruyne is not fit. Rodri is out for the season. I mean, but
these
then,
are key players,
but then, people might not see it. But man, this is Guardiola. We should not be expecting this from him. Now, I would.
Your opponents want to play better than you, regardless of the players you have.
I put this to you. Manchester United, this situation last season, so many injuries. Bro, everybody was mocking them, even with the injuries.
Yes, no.
And then we are talking about Manchester City. We're talking about Pep Guardiola. Shouldn't he be getting the same sting for actually?
He's not losing the matches as badly as Manchester United. Where at the time, Manchester United were losing consistently. conceding goals stupidly and not even replying back.
Apparently, that's a sense of consistency somewhere.
There's no consistency you can get into January now and see Manchester City take like 3 games, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, and from there they establish a run and keep winning.
Until these key players start coming back.
Manchester United, even with the key players, even when they return from injuries, like they're even worse than the ones that have been managing to actually playing for them. So Manchester United's problems, I guess, there is work to be done. I've always said it. Players, coach, everybody needs to actually sit up.
Speaking of problems, guy, well, you observe it in Chelsea play, guy. Because I calm down, I just see some kind. In fact, I believe Chelsea's defending is dreadful. Not just dreadful, it is the worst I have seen of its kind. You see, I've told somebody this thing before. See, she's not bad, she'll have a bad, I don't know what's in the drum. I've seen come write something somewhere, he's saying a disaster and bad. But actually, it's not disaster. No be disaster be in name. It's not a disaster. But they're supposed to come off for that and just sell them for like 50 million combined.
Why?
Just sell them combined. Because me personally, but actually for me, he's just one. I don't know. He's like an Iroko tree that's just standing one place. I'm telling you,
so yeah,
he be like player. Maybe say just they stand. So he no get work. Because guys, if you check this 2-0, both goals now. As a defender, a centre back, now you have your partner. Obviously, you have 2 centre backs, so you have a back 4. Now you have your wing backs supporting the forwards and supporting the midfield and everything. You have 2 main centre backs. Now your work actually right now, because nowadays we tend to see ball playing centre backs in this modern era of the game. Yes. Now you have 2 ball playing centre backs behind. You know who your partner is. You know who the free person is, and you now have your goalkeeper as an extension of that passage of play. Now, why would you pass the ball to your defensive midfielder that is already being marked by like 2 players? Now you pass and you keep on doing constantly. Now, if we check throughout the season, most of the goals that Chelsea concede from the back come from that same rubbish. Now, we're supposed to pass to this guy, instead of trying to pass to the main man, because you cannot be Manchester City. You don't have the players that are good enough for receiving the ball and turning round with them and knowing how to pick a pass to. You pass the ball to Renato Viega. That guy, that dude is like what, 19?
He's not 19. He's better than that, but he's rigid.
I mean, but then he's not like he's not good actually.
He's rigid now.
But then he still has to grow into it and everything. But he actually makes that very terrible pass. This guy gets completely marked and swarmed by 3 players. And what makes it worse is that he keeps standing there. You are not telling the second guy that is far away from you. Guy, who get that work to chase that guy?
Look, the Chelsea thing, you guys are still work in progress, and there's actually serious progress. You don't win the same opponents twice actually in the same week in English football.
Okay, wait to make it easy, no fear.
No, you can't. That's Newcastle. Newcastle have gotten as far as the final. They beat Manchester City in that same competition. Beat Manchester United in the same. I told you this. All of these games were clean sheet. It does. It's English football. It's history.
They also count for it because we've seen Manchester City do this to Arsenal before now, guy.
Counts. And did they beat them over and over again in the same competition? They did, because it is history. When you see a team establish that repeated pattern in this exact competition, they are known to actually keep clean sheets against the so-called big teams in this competition. Bro, that's how they play. And you guys beat them last week. Unfortunately, it was your turn.
Yeah, but still, Chelsea would have done better in that game.
Should have.
They should. Because now, Newcastle, unlucky, they hit the bar twice. Funny enough, even after everything, they hit the bar twice. João Felix, very, very wasteful against Newcastle. Because the dude had the first chance. Now, you turned 3 defenders, kept them. I mean, literally, like, you don't send them message, say, Alpha, go and buy something, bring change, come back. You turn them, top corner, you take it over. You have the second chance, missed it. I think the third chance was the worst, actually. Now, you're one-on-one with your goalkeeper. As a striker, you have, at some very, very heated points of every game, now, from some heated points of every game, you expect that strikers should make quick decisions, split-second decisions.
And be calm
while trying to make those decisions. Now, you're one-on-one with the keeper. There is a way the keeper will rush out. The first thing that comes to your mind is to just sweep him aside, and then he goes, and you toe poke it. You toe poke it immediately. Now, even in the commentary, I listened that, João Felix, he had a hat-trick of chances. Not one, none of them hit the bar. Nothing at all. In fact, if it's anyone that, even if it's any of the players that were taking their chances, it was even the midfielders. And speaking of midfielders, I have an issue with Enzo Fernandez most times. Because I tend to ask myself, did Chelsea buy that guy for 122 really?
He's actually quite good. I believe the issues you are seeing is just an extension of Maresca's feeling towards him. He doesn't feel the need to actually play him when he sees Renato Vega or this guy Caicedo as a better option, or the guy Lavia. You understand? So I don't really understand what's going on between Fernandez and Maresca, but it's actually derailing some sort of progress in the guy's game time, and it's clearly showing actually.
Yeah, that's very, very true. That's very true. Speaking of people that have game time and how it shows, guy, Arsenal beats Preston North End. Now, let me just quickly both say it. Do you know that both Arsenal, Preston North End, they are both invincibles?
Yeah, it's true though.
They're both invincibles. They're both invincibles.
Two teams.
No, they did something during that game. Now, there was just a particular, I think it was like a beer or something, or like water. Now, what they put on this one was invincible. They put both Preston North End and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Said only Preston North End and Arsenal fans are allowed to come and take water from here. Now, they say everybody, everybody say, nobody reach also. Because they're like the original, they call themselves the originals.
The first team to actually win the Premier League.
No, they call themselves the originals.
That's the first team to actually
and then these guys are called the Invincibles. Yeah. But at the end of the day, when you look at it, they are the two Invincibles. But then one is when football was rough and was actually war, bro. When football was war.
So that's why you can't just write off what they did.
And then we had Gabriel Jesus. I must say, Gabriel Jesus' transfer to Arsenal
has not worked out.
Horrible. Now everybody just they do one kind. I told somebody, I say, woman figure Bele today. May Gabriel Jesus score go today. May the next time you score go now when she dey born.
Jesus Christ. No.
The next time because my busted guy. Last time Gabriel Jesus scored was in January, guy. The last time Gabriel Jesus scored an actual goal for Arsenal was in January, guy.
We just hit November today.
That's why I tell you. I say woman figure Bele by January. May Gabriel Jesus score goal that day. The next time when they score again now when she did deliver that picking.
Well, wasn't
imagine the guys go score. The guy's go scoring ratio has now become a gestation period, guy. Wow. You just imagine.
So wasn't he injured?
No, I mean he came back and he played a lot. He played a lot actually. Gabriel Martinelli, even Martinelli at a point had not scored. He was going through a very serious drought, but nobody sees it actually.
These are things that when you're actually playing well, game in, game out, people tend to miss because your team is actually getting the result. So no matter what you are doing,
this team is playing good.
You are contributing to the fact that your team is playing.
It might be that key pass. It might be just
that. Yes.
Or maybe that season run.
That season run. That's
but then Gabriel Jesus is not a winger. You know, right?
But he does.
He's a natural centre forward. He's a natural centre forward.
His pressure at times, most times from that high pressure marking up front, doesn't it?
No, but we expect more. That's why I tell most Arsenal fans that see. The fact that Edin Ketia was sold, now I feel that is bad business from Arsenal. Because
personally, I like that guy though.
Because now I loved Edin Ketia because he's giving that natural 9 vibes. Yeah. He's giving natural 9 vibes. Not this kind of synthetic number 9s that they were wingers before and they now carry them to 9. This guy knows how to finish like a number 9. I mean, Edin Ketia, the moment Jesus got injured, he now realized that this guy is actually very special. Yeah. I mean, he scored you guys twice now.
Scored me twice. I remember that game.
I mean, he scored a header, bro. Very bloody header. Both goals were brilliant. And then you now look at this guy and say, this is who Arteta just. That's not they do me for a guy.
Just kept one side.
That's not they do me for a.
And the kind of they are playing, they win champions.
Arsenal fans now can't blame me like this today because they don't know his future. But truth be told, that guy is a consummate striker. I mean, he was giving everything. As far as the Premier League chase that Arsenal were chasing is concerned, Edin Ketia was very, very instrumental to it. I'm telling you, it's just the fact that Gabriel Jesus got injured and everything. It was as if, he was not there. Now he's back. People are like, why did we not sell Edin Ketia? Because an Arsenal fan asked me, and I was like, why did we sell Edin Ketia? Why? If it's anything, we would have just found a way to loan Gabriel Jesus somewhere else. and then be playing with Nketiah. That is a striker that does not even get injured. He does not even get injured. He rarely gets injured. And then when the manager called upon him, he was there. He was delivering. His consistency was unmatched. He was giving game in, game out, goal assist, maybe brace. I'm telling you, giving everything for the club. And then
there's a lot of talent even inside that same Arsenal team. Like that one area. How do you read that guy?
Boy, he's a youngster, yes, but he has a lot to improve. Now, left for me, one area I believe.
Special player,
special, very, 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 very special player. I believe he has the potential to be great. Let's just put it like that. He has the potential to be great. I saw his goal against Preston North End, bro. Top corner vibes from the left foot, bro. We're talking top bins.
But he should be getting more game time, in my opinion.
I believe. Do you know what I believe? What I believe in Arsenal is that there are some players that right now, as a manager, you will look at how bad players are performing first in a particular position, and you will, this youngster that is hungry for that chance, you put him. Now, I cite the example of Kobe Mainoo at Manchester United. Now, Manchester United's midfield was literally dying. Let's just put it like that. Casemiro was, I would say the way it is, my guy. Casemiro at the point was losing his touch. Yes, he was losing his touch. Bruno was getting completely walked out. He was getting completely walked out. I'm telling you. And then you look at, Scott was still very much there that time, but Scott was not even really getting game time like that. And these are players that you should be fielding in. Now you have your midfield literally dying, and then you now carry a kid from the academy,
his first game against Everton,
and then
that kid brings out the man of the match.
I'm telling you, he brings out the performance. You can't shrug him off the ball easily. You try to get him, it's a foul. Any small touch, it's a foul. And it's just like he has been dying to get on that pitch for Manchester United, which earned him everything that he got at the Euros. He may not play every game at the Euros now.
I think it's the second game he played.
And boy, did he click. Now, the same thing at Arsenal. I believe one area can actually come
do that same thing
into that and do that same thing and actually prove. Now, we were discussing much earlier, and you were saying one area actually he proves himself more against smaller teams.
Yes,
but I believe if he gets more time and he's more confident, so that we will not have a situation where this guy will get loaned to another club and become that club's big player. Because this thing is players, coaches, clubs they all make this mistake. Look at De Bruyne. De Bruyne was at Chelsea and everything.
Real Madrid and Odegaard.
Real Madrid and Odegaard. Odegaard right now, he's now this for Arsenal, and then you're like, that is someone that Madrid should have kept. They should have kept him.
I hope Arsenal do not make the same mistake.
The same mistake with this guy, because by the time you check his situation, he is going to probably go from this club to this club. Suddenly you now see Tottenham one day just calling him, and then he will not come with my joint. But I'm creating an instance now, guy. There's bad blood between Tottenham and Arsenal, guy. Come on.
Yes.
There's bad blood between Tottenham and Arsenal. Guys, moving into the weekend, we have teams playing to you, guy. Chelsea versus Man U. I've been at Man Chelsea.
But that was on Sunday. What do you have on Saturday, bro?
Well, bro, a lot of things getting down. Manchester City still playing. We have Arsenal. I'm telling you. And for the guys in Valencia, the flood. And they're supposed to be playing against Real Madrid. There was a very terrible flood at Valencia, and that's what Madrid should have been. Very, very sorry about the whole thing. In fact, it's something the whole football world could not really witness. A very serious flood, took down houses, took down cars, rendered a lot of people homeless. But our thoughts are with those in Valencia. That things actually do get better. And so, guys, we have come to the end of our wonderful podcast. Guy, the weekend is here. Football.
It's actually red.
Football is not red, guy. Football will eventually become blue this weekend. I go shock you, Sean. Football will eventually become blue this weekend. I assure you, guys. Now me and you 19. No problem. No, everywhere is good. So, guys, we have come to the very end of our podcast this evening here on Football Bants, and I remain your host, Somachi, and with me.
It's catchy. Don't forget, football is red. You go soon confirm.
See you guys next time.